68, now 69, now 7,000, now 71. Bid 71. 7,100, 7,100, 72, now 73. Bid 73. 7,300, 7,400, now 75. 7,500, 7,500, now 76. 7,600, now 77. Bid 77. 7,700, 7,700, now 78. I'm 7,800, now 79. Bid 8,100, now 8,100. Bid 8,100, 8,100. Sold 8,000, sold 8,000. Lot number 169 is going to be the 2019 Toyota Yaris. This one here is going to be your 2019 Toyota Yaris, folks. 7.25, now 7.5. 7.5, now 775. 775, 800, 8.25, now 8.5. Bid 8.5, now 875, now 900. Bid 900, now 9.25. 900 bid, now 9.25. 9.25, now 9.5. 9.5, now 975, 1,000, 1,050. Bid 1,050, now 1,100, now 11.5. 11.5, now 1,200, now 12.5, now 13. Bid 13, now 13.5, now 14, now 14, now 14.5, now 15. Bid 15, 1,500, now 15.5. Bid 1,550, now 16, now 16.5. Bid 16.5, now 17. Bid 17, now 17.5. I'm at 1,700, now 17.5. Bid 1,750, now 18, now 18.5. I'm at 1,800, now 18.5. Bid 1.5, 1,850. Sold 1,800, sold 1,800. 17 Chevrolet Cruze. This one here, folks, is your 2017 Chevrolet Cruze. Here we go. 575, now 600. Bid 600, now 6.25. 6.25, now 6.5. Now 675. 675, now 700. Bid 700, $700. 675, now 700 on the Chevy Cruze. Now 7.25. 700 bid, now 7.25. Bid 7.25. 7.5, now 775. 825, now 800. 825, now 900 on 9.25. 9.25, now 9.5. Now 975. Bid 975, 975, 975. Okay, sold 9.5, sold 9.5. It's jumping all over the place. Lot number 172 is going to be a 2005 Honda Accord. That is a pull, son. That one's a pull. Move on to the next one. So I have to get it out of here. Pause. Go like that, and then move it forward, and then we can put in. All right. The Lexus is a pull forward. Moving on to the 2005 72. There it is. Your 2005 Honda Accord, folks. I'm at 6.5, now 675. 6.5, now 675. Bid 675. Now 700. Bid 700. 700. 7.25, now 7.5. I need 7.5. 775, now 800. Bid 800, now 8.25. 800 bid, now 8.25. Bid 8.25. 825. Now 8.5. I'm 8.25, now 8.5. Bid 8.5, now 875. 875, 875, now 900. I need 900. 875, now 900. Bid 900, $900. Sold 875. Sold. Lot number 173 is going to be a 2000 Grand Cherokee. 2002 Grand. Can I get a $100 bid on this one, folks? A $200 bid on this one? On the Jeep Grand Cherokee, can I get a bid? 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee, folks. 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee, folks. 200. Anybody bid a 200 on this one? Bid 200. Bid 200. $200 on this one, folks. Market no sell. Market no sell. All right, moving on to the 174 is going to be a 2009 Honda Civic, folks. A 2009 Honda Civic. I'm at 3 1/4 now, 3 1/2, 3 1/4 now, 3 1/2, 375 now, 400. Bid 400 now, 4 1/4, 4 1/4 now, 4 1/2. Bid 4 1/2, 4 1/2 now, 475. I need 475. 475 now, 500. Bid 500. Bid 500. 75 now, 500 now, 5 1/4. I need 5 1/4, 500 now, 5 1/4 now, 5 1/2. I need 5 1/2, 5 1/4 now, 5 1/2. 550 now, 575. 575 now, 600. Bid 600 now, 575. 575 now, 600. Bid 600. Sold 575. Sold 575. Lot number 175 is a 2001 Buick LeSabre. This one here, folks, is a 2001 Buick LeSabre. 200 now, 2 1/4. 200 bid now, 2 1/4. Bid 2 1/4, 225, 225, 2 1/4. Sold $200. Sold $200. Lot number 176 is a 2003 Toyota Avalon. This one here, folks, is a 2003 Toyota Avalon. 4 1/4 now, 4 1/2. I'm 4 1/2 now, 475. 4 1/2 now, 475. Bid 475 now, 500. Bid 500. 475 now, 500. Bid 500. 5 1/4 now, 5 1/2. I'm 5 1/4 now, 5 1/2 now, 575. Bid 575. 575 now, 600. I need 600. 575 now, 600. Bid 600. Sold 575. Sold 575. Lot number 177 is a 2003 Honda Accord. Here we go, folks. 2003 Honda Accord. I'm at 200 now, 2 1/4. 200 bid now, 2 1/4 now, 2 1/2. I need 2 1/2. 2 1/4 now, 2 1/2. Bid 2 1/2 now, 275. Bid 275, 275, 300 now, 3 1/4. 3 1/4 now, 3 1/2. Bid 3 1/2 now, 375. Bid 3 1/2 now, 375. Bid 375, 375, now 400. Bid 400, 4 1/4 now, 4 1/2. I'm 4 1/4 now, 4 1/2. Bid 4 1/2 now, 475. I need 475 now, 500 now, 5 1/4. 5 1/4 now, 5 1/4. Bid 5 1/4 now, 5 1/2. I need 5 1/2. 5 1/2 now, 575 now, 600. Bid 600, $600. Bid 600. Sold 575. Sold 575. Lot number 178 is a 2017 GMC Terrain. 2017 GMC Terrain, folks. Here we go. 1400, 14 and a half, 15, 15 and a half, 16, now 16 and a half. 16 and a half, now 17, now 17 and a half. Bid 17 and a half, 1750, now 18. I'm 800, 18 and a half, 19, now 19 and a half, now 2000, now 2050. 2050, now 21, 21 and a half, now 22. 22 and a half, now 23. Bid 2300, now 23 and a half. 23 and a half, now 24. Bid 2400, 2400, 2400. Sold 23 and a half. Sold 23 and a half. Lot number 179 is your next one. 2020 Mitsubishi Mirage, folks. Here we go. 2020 Mitsubishi Mirage. I'm at 900, 9 1/4, now 9 and a half. Bid 9 and a half, now 975, 1,000, 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, now 11 and a half. I need 11 and a half, now 1,200, now 12 and a half, now 13. Bid 13, now 13 and a half, now 14. Bid 14, 13 and a half, now 14. Bid 14, now 14 and a half, now 15. I'm 1500, now 15 and a half. Bid 1550, 1550, now 16. Now 16, 1600, now 16 and a half. Bid 16 and a half, 1650, 1650, now 17. I need 17. 1700, now 17 and a half. Bid 17 and a half, 1750. Sold 1700. Sold 1700. Lot number 180 is a 2007 Dodge Durango. This one here is your 2007 Dodge Durango, folks. I'm 4 1/4, now 4 1/2. 4 1/4, now 4 1/2. Bid 4 1/2. 500, now 5 1/4. 500 bid, now 5 1/4. Bid 5 1/4. 5 1/2, now 575. 5 1/2, now 575. Bid 575. Sold 5 1/2. Sold 5 1/2. Lot number 181 is going to be your 2005 Ford Focus. Here we go, folks. The 2005 Ford Focus. 275, now 300. Bid 300, now 3 1/4, now 3 1/2. I need 3 1/2. 3 1/4, now 3 1/2. Now 375. 375, now 400. Bid 400. $400. 4 1/4. 4 1/4, now 4 1/2. Bid 4 1/2. 450. 450, now 475. I'm 475, now 500. Bid 500, now 5 1/4. 5 1/4, now 5 1/2. Bid 5 1/2. 550, now 575. 575, now bid 600, 6 1/4, now 6 1/2. I'm 6 1/4, now 6 1/2. Bid 6 1/2, now 675. 675, now 700. Bid 700, $700, now 7 1/4. 700 bid, now 7 1/4. Bid 7 1/4, 725. Sold $700. Sold $700. Lot number 182 is the 2013 Kia Soul. 2013 Kia Soul, folks. Here we go. 8 1/2, now 875. I'm 8 1/2, now 875. Bid 875, 875, now 900. Bid 900, 875, now 900. Bid 900, now 9 1/4, now 9 1/2. I need 9 1/2. 9 1/4, now 9 1/2. Now I need 9 1/2. 9 1/4, now 9 1/2. Now 975. Bid 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, $1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050. Bid 1,050, need 50, now 1,100. 1,100, now 11 1/2. Bid 11 1/2. 1,150, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, now 12 1/2. Bid 12 1/2. Bid 1,250, now 13. I'm 1,300, now 13 1/2. Bid 1,350. 1,350, now 14. I'm 1,400, now 14 1/2. Bid 1,450. 1,450, now 15. 1,500. 1,500, now 1,550. Bid 1,550. 16, now 16 1/2. I'm 1,600, now 16 1/2. Bid 1,650. Now 17. 1,700, now 17 1/2. I'm at 1,700, now 17 1/2. Bid 1,750, now 18. Bid 1,800. 1,800, 1,800. Sold 17 1/2. Sold 17 1/2. Lot number 183 is going to be the 2007 Chevrolet Impala. Yeah. This one here, folks, is a 2007 Chevrolet Impala, folks. Here we go. 475, now 500. Bid 500. 475, now 500. $500 on the Chevrolet Impala. Sold 475. Sold 475. Lot number 184 is a 2007 Chevrolet Cobalt. This one here, folks, 2007 Chevy Cobalt. 275, now 300. Bid 300. 275, now 300. Bid 300, now 3 and a quarter, now 3 and a half. I'm 3 and a half, now 375. Bid 375, 400. Bid 400, now 4 and a quarter. 400 bid, now 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. I'm 4 and a half, now 475. Bid 475, now 500. Bid 500, now 5 and a quarter. 500 bid, now 5 and a quarter. Bid 5 and a quarter, 525. Now 5 and a half. I need 5 and a half. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. 550. Now 575. 575, now 600. Bid 600, $600. Sold 575. Sold 575. Lot number 185 is going to be a 2010 Infiniti EX35. 2010 Infiniti EX35, folks. 800, now 8 and a quarter. 800 bid, now 8 and a quarter. Bid 8 and a quarter, 825, 825, 8 and a quarter, 825. Now 8 and a half. I'm 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. Get your bids in, folks. 8 and a half, now 875. 875, now 900. Bid 900, $900. Now 9 and a quarter. 900 bid, now 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. I need 9 and a half. 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. Bid 9 and a half. 9 and a half. 975. I'm 9 and a half, now 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. 975, now 1,000, 1,050. Bid 1,050. Now 1,100. I need 1,100. 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100. Now 11 and a half. I need 11 and a half. 1,100, now 11 and a half. Bid 1,150. Sold $1,100. Sold $1,100. Lot number 186 is a 2008 Ford F-150, folks. This one here, folks, 2008 Ford F-150, 1,050, now 1,100. I need 1,100. 1,050, 1,100, 11 and a half, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, now 12 and a half. I need 12 and a half. 1,200, now 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half, 1,250. Sold $1,200. Sold $1,200. Lot number 187 is going to be the 2150. This one here is the Ford F-150. Here we go. 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. 775, now 800. Bid 800. 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. I'm 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. Bid 8 and a half. 875, now 900. Bid 900. 875, 900, 9 and a quarter, 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 1,000 and a quarter, now 1,075, now 11 and a quarter. Bid 11 and a quarter, 1125, now 25. I'm at 1175, now 12 and a quarter. Bid 12 and a quarter, 1225. Sold 1175, sold 1175. Gallo, estacioname para atrás. Todos los demás son en fotos. All right, here we go, folks. Everything else is going to be off of pictures, folks. All the other vehicles that we sell tonight are going to be off of pictures. 1996 Chevrolet C1500. I'm at 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. I'm 8 and a quarter, 8 and a half, now 875. 8 and a half, now 875. Bid 875, 875. Now bid 900. 875, now 900. 900, $900, now 9 and a quarter. 900 bid, now 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. I need 9 and a half. 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. Bid 9 and a half, 950, now 975. I'm 9 and a half. Bid 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, $1,000. Bid 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050. 1,050, 1,050. Now 1,100. So, no, 1,100, you got your bid in barely. 1,100, 11 and a half, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, 11 and a half, now 1,200. Bid 1,200. Can you answer her? Sold 11 and a half. Sold 11 and a half. I think it's yes. That's the one that we skipped, right? No, that was a no sell. Lot number 11 and a half. I think it's yes. That's the one that we skipped, right? No, that was a no sell. Lot number 189 is going to be a 2004 Ford Explorer. Three and a quarter, now three and a half, four and a quarter, now four and a half, bid four and a half, 450, 450, four and a quarter, now four and a half, bid four and a half. He might need your help, Kyle. Gail. Four and a quarter, sold, four and a quarter, sold, four and a quarter. Lot number 190 is going to be a 2002 Chevrolet Suburban. 2002 Chevy Suburban. Please bid off your pictures. 575, now 600. Bid 600, now six and a quarter. 600 bid, now six and a quarter, now six and a half. I need six and a half. Six and a quarter, now six and a half. Bid six and a half, 650. Six and a half. Sold, six and a quarter. Sold, six and a quarter. Lot number 191 is a 2004 Ford F-150. 2004 Ford F-150, folks. Seven and a half, now 775. I'm seven and a half, now 775. 800, now eight and a quarter. 800 bid, now eight and a quarter. Bid eight and a quarter. Eight and a quarter. Eight and a half. Can he see you? Eight and a half, now 875. Bid 875. 900, nine and a quarter. Nine and a half, now 975. 1,000, 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100. 1,100, $1,100. Now 11 and a half. I'm at 1,100, now 11 and a half. Bid 11 and a half. 1,150. Todavía tienes. Sold, $1,100. Sold, $1,100. Dale, 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 Gaito. Dale, dale. Lot number 192 is going to be your 2001 Dodge Ram. This one here is your 2001 Dodge Ram. Yeah, get it closer to the little canopy. Two and a half, now 275. I'm two and a half, now 275. Bid 275, 275, now 300. Bid 300, 275, now 300. Bid 300, now three and a quarter. Three and a quarter, now three and a half. Bid three and a half. 350, three and a half. 350. Sold, three and a quarter. Sold, three and a quarter. Lot number 193 is going to be the 2001 Ford Expedition. Please bid off your pictures. 2001 Ford Expedition, folks. Two and a quarter, now two and a half. Two and a quarter, now two and a half. Bid two and a half, now 275. Two and a half, now 275. Dale, dale, dale. 275, now 300, now three and a quarter. 300 bid, now three and a quarter. Bid three and a quarter. Dale, dale, dale. Three and a half, now 375. I'm three and a half, now 375. Bid 375, 375. 375, now 400. Bid 400, now four and a quarter. Bid four and a quarter. Un poquito más. Four and a quarter. 425. Four and a half, now 475. I'm four and a half, now 475. Bid 475, 475. Four. Sold, four and a half. Sold, four and a half. Lot number 194 is going to be the 2001 Ford F-150, folks. 2001 Ford F-150. Here we go. 875, now 900. Bid 900, 875, now 900, $900. Nine and a quarter, now nine and a half. I'm nine and a quarter, now nine and a half, now 975. Bid 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. Bid 1,000, 1,100, now 11 and a half. Te falta poquito. 1,100, now 11 and a half. Bid 11 and a half. 1,150. 1,150. Sold, $1,100. Sold, $1,100. Lot number 195 is going to be the 2012 Dodge Avenger.
Why weren't you standing?
2012 Dodge Avenger, folks. Here we go. Seven and a quarter, seven and a half, 775, now 800, eight and a quarter, now eight and a half. I'm eight and a half, 875, now 900. Bid 900, nine and a quarter, now nine and a half. I'm nine and a quarter, now nine and a half, now 975. Bid 975, 975, 975, 975. Sold, nine and a half. Sold, nine and a half. He's trying to get as close to the canopy as he can. Next up is going to be your 2014 Mitsubishi Lancer. This is a rebuild salvage, folks. Rebuild salvage. Please bid off your pictures. Here we go. 200, now two and a quarter. 200 bid, now two and a quarter. Bid two and a quarter, two and a half, now 275. I'm 275, 300, now three and a quarter. Bid three and a quarter, now three and a half, now 375. Bid 375, now 400. Bid 400, $400. Bid 400. Now four and a quarter. 400 bid, now four and a quarter, now four and a half. I'm four and a quarter, now four and a half. Bid four and a half, 450, now 475. Bid 475, now 500. Bid 500, now 5 and a quarter. 5 and a bid, now 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. I'm 5 and a half, now 575, now 600. Bid 600, 6 and a quarter, 6 and a half, 675, now 7. Bid 7, now 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. I'm 7 and a half, now 775, 800, now 8 and a quarter. Bid 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. I'm 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half, now 875. Bid 875, now 900, now 9 and a quarter. Bid 9 and a quarter, 925, 925. 9 and a quarter. Sold $900. Sold $900. Lot number 197 is going to be your 2002 Ford Ranger. 2002 Ford Ranger. Here we go. He's probably going to put gas on the generator. 2002 Ford Ranger, folks. 875, now 900, now 9 and a quarter. 900 bid, now 9 and a quarter. Bid 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. I'm 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. Bid 9 and a half. 9 and a half, now 975. 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, $1,000. And then we have, and then 20. 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050. Bid 1,050, 1,050. Sold 1,000, sold 1,000. Lot number 198 is going to be your 2003 Chevrolet Trailblazer. This one here, folks, 2003 Chevy Trailblazer. Please put off your pictures. 2 and a quarter, not 2 and a half. I'm 2 and a quarter, not 2 and a half. Bid 2 and a half, 2 and a quarter, not 2 and a half. 250, not 275. I'm 2 and a half, now 275, now 300. Bid 300, now bid 300. Sold 275, sold 275. Lot number 199 is a 2007 Honda Civic. Whoa. Scarred me. 2007 Honda Civic, folks. Here we go. Please put out your picks. 7 and a quarter, 7 and a half, now 775. 775, now 800, now 8 and a quarter. Then 8 and a quarter, 8 and a half, now 875. 875, 900, now 9 and a quarter. 9 and a half, 975. 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. 975, now 1,000, 1,050. Bid 1,050, 1,050. 1,050. Sold 1,000, sold 1,000. Lot number 200 is going to be your 2002 Nissan Frontier. Please put off your pictures. On the 2002 Nissan Frontier, folks, lot number 200. I'm 8 and a quarter, 9 and a half. 8 and a quarter, 9 and a half. Bid 8 and a half, 8 and a quarter, 9 and a half. 850, 850. Now 875. I'm 8 and a half, now 875. Bid 875, 875, now 900. Bid 900, 875, now 900. Bid 900, now 9 and a quarter. 900 bid, now 9 and a quarter. Bid 9 and a quarter, 925, now 9 and a half. I'm 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. Now 975. Bid 975, 975, 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050. Bid 1,050, 1,050. Now 11. Bid 1,100. 1,100, now 11 and a half. I'm at 11 and a half, 1,150. Sold $1,100. Sold $1,100. Lot number 201 is a 2013 Toyota Colt, $1,100. Lot number 201 is a 2013 Toyota Camry. This one here is your 2013 Toyota Camry. Please put off your pictures. 1,050, now 1,100. 1,100, now 11 and a half, now 12. Bid 12, now 12 and a half. 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half, now 13. Bid 13, now 13 and a half. 1,300, now 13 and a half, now 14. Now 14 and a half. 1,400, now 14 and a half. Bid 14 and a half. 1,450. Sold 1,400. Sold 1,400. Lot number 202 is a 2014 Nissan Rogue. 2014 Nissan Rogue, folks. Please put off your pictures. 4.5, now 475. I'm at 4.5, now 475. Bid 475, now 500. Bid 500. 475, now 500, now 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half. 550, 550. Sold 5.25, sold 5.25. Lot number 203 is a 2011 Nissan Altima. (2011) Nissan Altima, folks. 300 now, 3.25, 3.25 now, 3.5. I'm 3.25 now, 3.5. Bid 3.5, 3.25 now, 3.5. 350, 350, 3.5. Sold 3.25, sold 3.25. Lot number 204 is a 2017 Ford Escape. This one here, folks, is your 2017 Ford Escape. 5.5, 575, 600, bid 600, $600, now 6.25, 600 bid, now 6.25, bid 6.25, now 6.5, I'm 6.5, now 675, now 700, bid 700, now 7.25, 7.25, 7.5, now 775, 775, now 800, bid 800, 8.25, now 8.5, I'm 8.5, now 875, bid 875, 875, now 900. I need 900, now 9.25, 9.25, now 9.5, now 975, 975, now 1,000, bid 1,000, mean go to 1,050, 50 means 100, 1,050, now 1,100, bid 1,100, sold 1,050, sold 1,050. Lot number 205 is a 2012 Nissan Sentra, folks. This one here is going to be your 2012 Nissan Sentra, folks. 2.5 now 275. I'm 275 now 300 now 3.25. 300 bid now 3.25. Bid 3.25 now 3.5. I'm 3.5 now 375. Bid 375 now 400. Bid 400. What 400? 4.25 now 4.5. I'm 4.5 now 475. Bid 475. 475 now 500. Bid 500. 475 now 500. Bid 500. Sold 475, sold 475. Lot number 206, which I don't think we have. No, that one was a pull.
Which one?
This one, number 206, is released.
Oh.
So we're going to the Mitsubishi. Number 207 is going to be the 2003 Mitsubishi Eclipse. The 275, sold 2.5, sold 2.5. Lot number 208 is a 2006 Chevrolet Malibu, folks. This one here is your 2006 Chevrolet Malibu. Here we go. 200, 2.25, now 2.5, 2.25, now 2.5, bid 2.5, 2.25, now 2.5, 2.5, now 275. I'm 2.5, 275, now 300, bid 300, now 3.25, 300 bid, now 3.25, 3.25, 325, now 3.5. I'm at 3.25, now 3.5, bid 3.5, 350. Sold 3.25, sold 3.25. There you go. Next up is going to be lot number 209, is going to be your 2012 Nissan Altima, folks. This one here is a 2012 Nissan Altima. Here we go. 3.5, now 375. I'm 375, 400, now 4.25, now 4.5, 4.5, now 475, bid 500, now 5.25, 5.25, now 5.5, now 575, bid 575, now 600, bid 6, bid 600, 625, 625, sold $600, sold $600. Lot number 210 is going to be your 2008 Toyota Highlander. 2008 Toyota Highlander, folks. Please continue to bid off your pictures. Here we go. 8.25, now 8.5. I'm 8.25, now 8.5. 875. Now I'm going to bid off your pictures. Here we go. 8.25, now 8.5. I'm 8.25, now 8.5. 875. Now 900. Now 9.25. 900 bid. Now 9.25. Now 9.5. Now 975. 975. Now 1,000. 1,000. Bid 1,000. 1,050. 1,050. Now 1,100. Bid 1,100. Means 10. Now 11.5. I'm at 11.5. Now 1,200. Bid 1,200. Now 12.5. Now 13. I'm 13. Now 13.5. Bid 13.5. Now 14. Bid 14. Now 14.5. Bid 1450, now 15. I need 15. 14 and a half, now 15. Bid 15, 1500, now 15 and a half. 1500, now 1550, now 16. Bid 16, 1600. Sold 1550, sold 1550. Lot number 211 is going to be the 2010 Ford F-250. This one here, folks, is going to be the 2010 Ford F-250. I'm at 1800, now 18 and a half. Continue to bid off your pictures, folks. 1800, now 18 and a half. Bid 18 and a half. Bid 1850, 1850. Sold 1800, sold 1800. Lot number 212 is a rebuilt salvage, folks. 2004 Dodge Dakota. It is a rebuilt salvage. A rebuilt salvage on this one. 2 and a quarter, not 2 and a half. I'm 2 and a quarter, not 2 and a half. Bid 2 and a half, 2 and a quarter, not 2 and a half. 250, now 275. I'm 2 and a half, now 275. 275, now 300. $300, now 3 and a quarter. Bid 3 and a quarter, 300, now 3 and a quarter. Now 3 and a half. I'm 3 and a quarter, now 3 and a half. Bid 3 and a half. 350, now 375. 375, now 400, now 4 and a quarter. 400 bid, now 4 and a quarter. Now 4 and a half. I'm 4 and a half, now 475. Bid 475, 475, now 500. $500. Bid 500, 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. I'm 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half, 550, now 575. 575, now 600. Bid 600, where's the bid? Bid 600, now 6 and a quarter. 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. Ahí estás, gallo. 675, now 700. Bid 700, now 7 and a quarter. Bid 7 and a quarter, 725. Sold $700. Sold $700. Well, lot number 213 is going to be your 2012 Nissan Altima. 2012 Nissan Altima. $20. 375, 400, now 4 and a quarter. On the 2012 Nissan Altima. 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half, now 475. 475, now 500, now 5 and a quarter. On 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half, now 575. Bid 5 and a half, now 575. Bid 575, 600, now 6 and a quarter. 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half, now 675. Bid 675, 675, he's doing something. 6 and a half, now 675, now 700. Bid 700, now 7 and a quarter. 700 bid, now 7 and a quarter. Bid 7 and a quarter, 725. Listo. Dile, si no hay nadie en el portón. Ok. Sold 7 and a quarter. Si no le dices a él, sold 7 and a quarter. Lot number 214 is a 2004 Honda Odyssey. This one here, folks, is a 2004 Honda Odyssey. Here we go. 275, now 300. Bid 300. 275, now 300, now 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter, now 3 and a half. Bid 3 and a half, now 375. Bid 375, 375. 375, now 400. Bid 400, now 4 and a quarter. I need 4 and a quarter. 400, now 4 and a quarter. 4 and a quarter, 425. Sold $400. Sold $400. Lot number 215 is a 2002 Cadillac Escalade. This one here is your 2002 Cadillac Escalade, folks. Please continue to bid off your pictures. 8.5, now 875. I'm 8.5, now 875. Bid 875, 875. 875. 900, now 9 and a quarter. 900 bid, now 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. I need 9 and a half. 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. Bid 9 and a half, now 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 975, now 1,000, 1,050. Bid 1,050, 1,050, 1,050. Now 1,100. I need 1,100. 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, now 11 and a half. I need 11 and a half. 1,100, now 11 and a half. Bid 11 and a half, 1,150. Sold $1,100. Sold $1,100. Lot number 216 is going to be your 2008 Chrysler Aspen. This one here is your 2008 Chrysler Aspen, folks. 5 1/4, now 5.5. I'm 5.5, 575, 600, now 6 1/4. Bid 6 1/4, now 6.5, 675, now 700. Bid 700, 675, 700, now 7 1/4. 7.5, now 775, 775, 775, 800, now 8 1/4. 800 bid, now 8 1/4. 8.5, now 875. I'm 8.5, now 875. Bid 875. 9 1/4, now 9.5. I'm 9 1/4, now 9.5. Bid 9.5. Sold 9 1/4. Sold 9 1/4. Here we go. Lot number 217 is going to be a rebuilt salvage, folks. This is a rebuilt salvage 2012 Kia Forte. Rebuilt salvage on your 2012 Kia Forte. 3.5, now 375. Please continue to bid off your pictures. 375, now 400, now 4 1/4. Bid 4 1/4, 4.5, now 475. Bid 475, 475, now 500, now 5 1/4. 500 bid, now 5 1/4. Bid 5 1/4, 525, now 5.5. I'm 5.5, 575, now 600. Bid 600, 601, now 6 1/4. I'm 6 1/4, now 6.5. Bid 6.5, 650, 6.5. Sold 6 1/4. Sold 6 1/4. Lot number 218 is going to be the 1997 Ford Expedition. This is a 1997 Ford Expedition, folks. 2 1/4, now 2.5. I'm 2 1/4, now 2.5. Bid 2.5, now 275. Bid 2.5, now 275, now 300. Bid 300, now 3 1/4, now 3.5. I'm 3.5, now 375, 400, 4 1/4, now 4.5. I need 4.5, now 475, now 500, now 5 1/4. Bid 5 1/4, now 5.5, now 575. Bid 575, now 600, now 6 1/4. 6 1/4, now 6.5, now 675. Bid 675, 675, 700, now 7 1/4. Bid 7 1/4, 725, now 7.5. I'm 7.5, now 775. Bid 775. Sold 7.5. Sold 7.5. Lot number 219 is going to be the 1996 GMC Sierra. 1996 GMC Sierra, folks. Please continue to bid off your pictures. 16.5, now 17. I'm at 16.5, now 17. Bid 17. 1700. 16.5, now 17, now 17.5. Bid 17.5, 1700, now 17.5. Bid 17.5, 1750. Sold 1700. Sold 1700. Lot number 220 is a rebuilt salvage, folks. 2010 Lincoln MKZ. That is a rebuilt salvage, folks. 2010 Lincoln MKZ. 2.5, now 275. I'm 2.5, now 275. 300, now 3 1/4. 300 bid, now 3 1/4. Bid 3 1/4. 325, now 3.5. I'm 3 1/4, now 3.5, now 375. Bid 375, now 400. Bid 400, now 4 1/4. 400 bid, now 4 1/4. Bid 4 1/4. 4.5, now 475. 500, now 5 1/4. 500 bid, now 5 1/4. Bid 5 1/4. Now 5.5. I need 5.5. 5 1/4, now 5.5. 550. Sold 5 1/4. Sold 5 1/4. Lot number 221 is going to be your 2007 Chevrolet Impala. This is your 2007 Chevy Impala, folks. 1100, now 11.5. I'm at 1100, now 11.5. Bid 11.5, now 1200. I need 1200. 11.5, now 1200, now 12.5, now 13. Bid 13, now 13.5. Bid 13.5, now 14. I need 14. 13.5, now 14. Bid 14, 1,400. Sold 13.5. Sold 13.5. Lot number 222 is going to be a 2003 Ford Econoline. This one here is your 2003 Ford Econoline. Please continue to bid off your pictures, folks. 275, 300, 3 1/4, now 3.5. 3.5, 375, now 400. Bid 400, 4 1/4, now 4.5. Bid 4.5, now 475. 475, now 500. Bid 500, 475, now 500, $500. Sold 475, sold 475. Lot number 223 is a 2014 Ram 1500. This one here, folks, is a 2014 Ram 1500, folks. I'm at 3,700, now 37 and a half. Bid 37 and a half, bid 37.50, 37.50, now 38. I'm at 37 and a half, now 38. Bid 38, 3,800, 3,800. Sold 37 and a half, sold 37 and a half. We're down to the last 10 cars of the auction, folks. If you haven't bought yourself a car, now's your chance. Ya nada más faltan 10 vehículos por vender, so si no ha comprado uno, ahora es su oportunidad. Lot number 224 is a 2003 GMC Yukon, folks. Here we go, 475, now 500, $500, 475, now 500, bid 500, now 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half, bid 5 and a half, 550, 5 and a half, now 575, 575, now 600, bid 600, $600, 575, now 600, bid 600, now 6 and a quarter, 600 bid, now 6 and a quarter, 6 and a half, now 675, I'm 6 and a half, now 675, bid 675, now 700, 700, now 7 and a quarter, bid 7 and a quarter, 700, now 7 and a quarter, 725, 725, now 7 and a half, I'm 7 and a half, now 775, bid 775, now 800, bid 800, now 8 and a quarter, 800 bid, now 8 and a quarter, bid 8 and a quarter, 825, 825, now 8 and a half, bid 8 and a half, I'm 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half, bid 8 and a half, now 875, I'm 8 and a half, now 875, bid 875, now 900, I need 900, 900, now 9 and a quarter, 900 bid, now 9 and a quarter, bid 9 and a quarter, 9 and a half, now 975, I'm 9 and a half, now 975, now 1,000, bid 1,000, $1,000, 975, now 1,000, bid 1,000, sold 975, sold 975. Lot number 225 is going to be your 2004 Chevrolet Tahoe. This one here, folks, is going to be your 2004 Chevrolet Tahoe. Here we go, 400, 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. I'm 4 and a half, now 475, now 500, bid 500, now 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half, bid 5 and a half, 550, 5 and a half, 550, sold 5 and a quarter, sold 5 and a quarter. Lot number 226 is your 2013 Dodge Ram 1500. Please continue to bid off your pictures, folks. 3,700, now 37 and a half. I'm at 37 and a half, now 38. Bid 38, 3,800, 37 and a half, now 38. Bid 38, 3,800, now 38 and a half. I'm at 3,800, now 38 and a half. Bid 38 and a half, now 39. I need 39, now 39 and a half. Bid 39 and a half, 39.50, now 4,000. Bid 4,000, $4,000, 39 and a half, now 4,000. Bid 4,000, now 4,050. Bid 4,050, 4,050. Sold 4,000, sold 4,000. Lot number 227 is a 2018 Chevrolet Malibu. This one here, folks, is going to be the 2018 Chevrolet Malibu, 2,600, now 26 and a half. Please continue to bid off your pictures. 26, now 26 and a half. Please continue to bid off your pictures. 26 and a half, now 27. Bid 2,700, now 27 and a half. 27 and a half, now 28. 28 and a half, now 29. 29 and a half, now 3,000. 3,050. Bid 3,050, now 31. Bid 3,100, now 31 and a half. 31 and a half, now 32. Now 32 and a half. Bid 32 and a half, now 33. 33 and a half. Bid 33 and a half, now 34. 3,400, now 34 and a half, now 35. 35 and a half. Bid 35 and a half, now 36. I need 36. 3,600, now 36 and a half. Bid 36 and a half, now 37. Bid 37. 3,700, now 37 and a half. I need 37 and a half. 3,700, now 37 and a half, now 38. Bid 38. 3,800, now 38 and a half. Bid 38 and a half. Get your bids in, folks. 3,800, now 38 and a half, now 39. I need 39. 38 and a half, now 39. Bid 39. Now 39 and a half. Bid 39 and a half. Now 4,000. $4,000. Bid 4,000. Bid 4,000. Sold 39 and a half. Sold 39 and a half. Lot number 228 is going to be the 2019 Hyundai Kona. Here we go. 2019 Hyundai Kona, folks. Please continue to bid off your pictures. 800, now 8 and a quarter. 800 bid, now 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. I'm 8 and a half, now 875. Bid 875, 875, 875, now 900, now 9 and a quarter. Bid 9 and a quarter, 900, now 9 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter, 925. Sold $900, sold $900. Lot number 229 is going to be the 2019 Jeep Cherokee. This one here, folks, is your 2019 Jeep Cherokee. Please bid off your pictures. 2,100, now 21 and a half. I'm at 22, 22 and a half, now 23. Bid 23, 22 and a half, now 23, now 23 and a half, now 24. 24 and a half, bid 24 and a half, now 25. Bid 25, now 25 and a half. Bid 25 and a half, 25.50, 26, 26 and a half, now 27. Bid 27, 26 and a half, now 27. Bid 27, 27 and a half, now 28. I need 28, 27 and a half, now 28, 28 and a half. Bid 28 and a half, now 29. 2,900, now 29 and a half, now 3,000, 3,050, now 31. Bid 31, 3,050, now 31. Bid 3,100, now 31 and a half. 31 and a half, now 32, now 32 and a half. Bid 32 and a half, now 33, 33 and a half, now 34, 34 and a half, now 35. Bid 35, 34 and a half, now 35, 3,500, 3,500, now 35 and a half. Bid 35 and a half, now 36, bid 36, 37 and a half, 38, 38 and a half, now 39. Bid 39, 38 and a half, now 39, now 39 and a half. Bid 39 and a half, now 4,000, bid 4,000, $4,000. Bid 4,000, 4,050. 4,050, now 41, now 41 and a half. 41 and a half, now 42, 42 and a half. Bid 42 and a half, now 43. 43 and a half, now 44. Bid 44, 4,400, now 44 and a half. 44 and a half, now 45. 45 and a half, now 46. Bid 4,600, 4,600. Sold 45 and a half, sold 45 and a half. Lot number 230 is a 2014 Nissan Frontier, folks. Here we go, folks. On the 2014 Nissan Frontier, 11 and a half, now 1,200. Bid 1,200. 11 and a half, now 1,200, now 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half, 1,250. 12 and a half, now 13. I need 13. 12 and a half, now 13. Bid 13. That's another hot deal, folks. 12 and a half, now 13. Sold 12 and a half, sold 12 and a half. Lot number 231 is a 2019 Kia Sorento. This one here, folks, is your 2019 Kia Sorento, folks. 23 and a half, now 24. I'm 2,400, now 24 and a half. Bid 24 and a half, 2,450, now 25. I need 25, 2,500. 24 and a half, now 25, now 25 and a half, now 26. Bid 26, 25 and a half, now 26, now 26 and a half. 26 and a half, now 27. Bid 2,700, 2,700, now 27 and a half. Bid 27 and a half, now 28. Bid 28, 2,800, now 28 and a half. 28 and a half, now 29. Bid 29, now 29 and a half. Bid 29 and a half. Nine and a half, now 3,050. Bid 3,050, 3,050, now 31. I need 31. 3,050, now 31. Bid 3,100, now 31 and a half. Bid 31 and a half. 32. I need 32. 31 and a half, now 32, now 32 and a half, now 33. Bid 33. 32 and a half, now 33. 32 and a half, now 33. Bid 33. 32 and a half, now 33. Now 33 and a half. bid 33 and a half, 33.50, 33.50, sold 3,300, sold 3,300. Lot number 232 is a 2005 Honda Other, folks. This one here is your 2005 Honda Other. Please continue to bid off your pictures. 2 1/4, now 2 1/2. I'm at 2 1/4, now 2 1/2. Bid 2 1/2, 2 1/4, now 2 1/2. 250, 2 1/2. Bid 250. Sold 2 1/4, sold 2 1/4. We're down to the last vehicle for today. I want to thank everyone for joining today's online auction at joyrideautos.com. Don't forget, when you come to make a payment, please bring your valid ID. It is required. And I hope that everyone has a great evening. Damas y caballeros, este es nuestro último vehículo de hoy. Les quiero dar las gracias por unirse hoy a la subasta a través de joyrideautos.com. No se les olvide traer su identificación válida porque sí es requerida. Espero que todos tengan una gran noche. Lot number 233, folks, on the 2005 Ford E450. 4 1/4, now 4 1/2. I'm 4 1/4, now 4 1/2. Bid 4 1/2. Sold 4 1/4, sold 4 1/4.